Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Okay, so let me make sure. Yeah, audio works, everything works. All right, cool. So yeah, today's video is gonna be about Google local service ads, and just Google hacks and tricks and trips and all of that stuff. So the main one today we're gonna be focusing on, as you guys know from the title, Google local service hacks that book you guys more jobs within like at least 48 hours, right? So right now most contractors are running Google ads. They might post on Yelp, maybe they might do some Facebook ads. And another thing with Facebook ads, there's nothing wrong with it, right? Sometimes you guys might do boost posts or whatever you're running, right? Facebook works, Google works, all of it works, but the thing is, the channel that you're ignoring that might be even better. There's Google local services that you're literally leaving out the window. It's good to have all streams of income, not income. It's good to have all streams of leads coming in. You want to make sure your pipeline stays full from all of your sources. That means your income stays consistent, right? Right. If you're only focusing on Google but you don't have pipelines coming in from Facebook, if Google might be down one day or it slows down from Google one day, you still have other streams of leads coming in. And it's important to keep that consistency going on all angles. It's not good to rely on just one thing, right? So there's one that you're ignoring, are Google local services, right? So that badge that says it's Google guaranteed or Google verified. That's the one. I literally watched a contractor book a 45K kitchen remodel job in literally 48 hours just using Google local services, right? One lead in just 48 hours and the job is booked, right? And the job is, lead converted to a job. And that's the part of this that most contractors don't understand. The reason why you should be using it, yes, with Google, every method you have has its own pros and cons, but the thing with Google is they have a proper benefit, right? It puts your thing at the very very top. That's SEO ranking as well, like it does that as well. So which is very nice, because when people search things on Google and when people search things up, you want your thing to pop up first out of every single other contractor in your area. So that's why Google ads are nice, right? But Google local services is a little bit different. It's a service network that Google built specifically for trades, right? So here's how it works, right? When someone in your area searches up plumber near me or kitchen remodel near me, like I said, it literally puts your profile to the top, and they're able to request a quote directly from um, Google, and Google sends you that lead saying, oh, this guy wants a quote, whatever. From there, please, if you guys are on top of your shit, you respond at least within 30 minutes. And then customer calls you, you vet them out, make sure what they want done, give them a quote, schedule an appointment, do whatever you got to do. You go there and close the deal. Literally how it is, right? So, um, like I said, everyone has their own pros and cons, and it's good to have all streams going, right? Google creates, I mean, Facebook, the difference why it is different from Facebook. Facebook creates the demand. A person you didn't know that needed your work done, you show them, right? Facebook puts you in front of those people, right? What Google local services do, it captures the intent of an individual, like, someone that's actively searching for your services right now. And then when people search that up, a roofing contractor near me or something like that, Google catches those people and put those people in front of you. So that's what Google local services does. um it's kind of similar, but it's not, right? But it's good to have both, right? And another thing you need to know more about Google local services, it's a lot more expensive per lead than Facebook, right? If you know what you're doing on Facebook, you might get like uh $20 or $25 per lead, right? But on Google local services, it might be 30, 40, 50 per click, right? But just because the click cost is higher does not mean um, your conversion rates are going to be bad, right? Conversion rates, even if your click cost is higher, conversion rates could be really, really, extremely high. Because let me just break it down from Facebook. Facebook clicks maybe, 5-10% of those guys convert into actual estimates. Um, but Google local services, you could have 30 to 50. leads, and they might convert more. You're paying more per click, but they're converting more, um, which is your actual job cost is often like lower. So I know that was kind of confusing. It was confusing for me to kind of verbally explain that, but let me just kind of revamp that again, right? So let's just say, for an example, your Facebook cost per click, right, is $5. You get 100 clicks, you spent $500. Your conversion is around 2%, so you get 2 jobs from that. Cost per job is like 250, right? Now Google local service ads, you do $30 per click, you get 10 clicks, that's $300 per spend. uh your conversion rate is around 50%, and then you get 5 jobs. So your cost per job is $60. Same budget, more jobs, lower cost per job. That's how Google local services kind of charge. You don't pay per click, you only pay when a customer contacts you through the platform. So you're not just wasting money on clicks that bounce. You're only paying when someone actually reaches out to you. So that's kind of like the hack. You're only paying for people that want to, get your services done. So let me kind of walk you through how the algorithm actually works, right? And the customer journey, right? For an example, when somebody in Michigan searches bathroom remodeler near me on Google, Google shows a map of all the guys that, do bathroom remodeling near you. They see your profile because you're boosted up all the way to the top, right? They see your photo, they see your business name, reviews, service area, all of that stuff. Google shows that you're verified by Google, so that's even more beautiful. And then they request a quote, right? One click. Once they hit that get quote button, boom, you get all of their information, details, all of that stuff. It's up to you guys to get to them as soon as possible, right? If you just be lazy and reach out to them 3 hours later, you want to get them when you're in that buyer mind state, right? So boom, you reach out to them, explain what's going on, vet them, qualify, do whatever your process is, schedule the appointment, go up there, close them. Literally, simple as that, right? It doesn't get any more simple than that, right? So this is why it works. You're literally targeting people that are actively searching for, you know, bathroom remodeler near me. Why would they be searching for that? Because, bro, they want to get their bathroom done. So literally, you're getting people that have a need for your service, which is beautiful. So all it comes down to is you closing the deal, right? And how your sales process is. So yeah, it's very very simple. And another thing why I like it as well, the Google guaranteed badge, that check mark, it builds trust, right? People love that shit. So you know it's huge for credibility, right? It's huge for credibility. So yeah, basically, if you want to set this up, here's how you get started. You literally have a Google business profile. If you don't have one, go ahead and create one for free. Make sure all of your information is correct: name, address, phone, email, all of that stuff. Then you have to verify your business. Make sure you verify your business, right? Google sends you a postcard, or you could verify it online with your stuff. You basically verify it. Takes like 1 or 2 weeks. Then you complete your profile, add your best pictures, videos, before and afters, write a description, list all of the services you provide, add all of your service areas, and then if you got any past guys, send them your stuff so then they can help put reviews under your page. So this helps with ranking. And then you go ahead and apply for Google local services ads, right? If your profile good, is everything looks good and you got approved, they'll invite you to Google local services ad. And then you basically set up your profile, promote with Google ads, get started, and you basically set up your whole billing process, right? Set up your payment, all of that stuff. And then Google will charge you per customer contact, only when someone contacts you. So boom, literally get that set up, and you only respond to leads that want to get it done or come across your page, right? Lead quality, right? Some leads are gonna be very very bad. Some leads are gonna be very very good, right? Depends on what type of vetting system process you have installed in your backend. But if you don't, just go ahead and book a call with me, and we'll see what we can do for you. And if you don't want to go through all that shit, just go ahead and book a call with me. We're gonna figure out where you're at, what you want to do, what your process looks like, and then we're gonna add a whole upgrade to your backend system when it comes to qualifying, all of that stuff, automations, wherever they follow up. There's a whole bunch of stuff we got. But if you're interested in that, go ahead and book a call below, and then we'll see how we can help you guys out. If you're in the home service improvement niche or whatever, right? But when you get a lead, and when they contact you, it's very, very crucial that you reach out to them as soon as possible. If you literally, data shows this, if you don't reach out to them as soon as possible, the buyer intent literally drops, right, like crazy. Don't text them, call them, and then if they don't pick up, text them, and then leave a voicemail, right? Now, literally simple as that. That's how you get started with Google local service ads. Don't make your profile garbage. Don't do any of the idiotic mistakes people do. Don't do the wrong service category. Don't like not following up. Don't do setting your budget as like $10 a day. Don't be cheap, right? It's literally as simple as that, and you can get a whole nother pipeline of work coming in, right? So if you're a roofer, plumber, HVAC, electrician, bathroom, kitchen remodeling, carpenter, painting, foundation repair, window installation, all of that stuff, right? It works really well for you guys, right? But if you're in a very small town, I really wouldn't recommend it. Or if you're somebody that only does commercial work, I really wouldn't recommend it. Or contractors with longer sales cycles, right? It works in cities with around like a 250K population. And it doesn't really work in small towns, right? So yeah, guys, so if you want to I literally gave you a whole blueprint right now. I literally gave you a whole blueprint right now. If you want to start getting more leads in your pipeline coming on, literally just set this up, right? And if you're confused, if you're into issues, you don't know what the hell you're doing, and you want us to come into your business and help you out and see what we can do, and what type of systems we can implement, go ahead and book a call down below. I've had a bunch of case studies, testimonials will send to you before you even get on the call. So make sure you watch that before you hop on a call with us. And yeah, literally gave you guys a whole blueprint. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave it down in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.